Sprinter is the fastest, most reliable water transport in the country. Our ferries are equipped with everything you'll need for your island hopping adventures, local transport, and vacation needs. We're proud to have the most advanced ticketing and reservation system in the country. We offer multiple sailings daily between Belize City, Key Cocker, and San Pedro. Our checked luggage tracking system allows you to rest at ease and enjoy the beautiful views during your journey. We take pride in maintaining and servicing our vessels to make sure we're always on time and ready for your next trip. Once again, thank you for choosing Caribbean Sprinter and welcome aboard. We look forward to your next voyage with us.
When the job calls, you need a truck that works as hard as you do. Strong, reliable, and built for the load. The Jack Freight Truck gets the job done. From the lumberyard to the work site, power your business with confidence. I can count on Jack to get the job done right.
Welcome to Zyva Beauty, style and beauty, all in one place. Your one-stop shop for all things fabulous. Discover a stunning collection of makeup palettes, trendy accessories, sunglasses, adorable purses for adults and kids, mommy and daughter dresses, luscious lip glosses, glamorous eyelashes, and so much more. Hey gorgeous, walk in or book your appointment today and let us help you unleash your inner beauty. We offer expert beauty services such as powder brows, lash lifts, lash extensions, lip micropigmentation, and rejuvenating facials. Find us on Pescador Drive next to Caramba Restaurant. Call 605-9256 or message us on Facebook. Zyva Beauty.
Prepare for the sweltering heat with a Rheem AC unit to keep you and your family cool and cozy. Get the recommended BTU for your bedroom or living room and enjoy complete comfort. You can also save some much-needed cash with an inverter unit, which provides superior energy efficiency. When the heat is on, stay cool with an affordable, dependable AC unit from Rheem. Available at Benny's. Quality and savings.
The AIC mobile app has been helping many to save time while getting more done, all from the comfort of their homes. When you download our mobile app, our services are at your fingertips. Log in using biometrics, view motor and property policies, file a claim and submit claim photos, request a quote, receive renewal reminders starting 6 weeks prior to renewal, submit renewal request, view branch locations, and obtain Google Map directions, make payments via Atlantic Bank Bill Pay, and even contact your customer care rep directly. Prospective clients will have limited access, but can request a quote, place a call to a branch, view branch locations and obtain Google Map directions, file a claim. And since all paperwork is completed beforehand, there's no waiting in line. With all the time you can save, can you afford not to use our app? Download today on the App Store or Play Store. The AIC mobile app. Insurance at your fingertips.
pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Caulker. We want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Today is Tuesday, the 28th of the month of July 2026. It's a beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. Let us begin by taking a look at the weather. The general weather forecast provided to us by the Belize Met Service. The general situation calls for mainly fair and warm conditions for today, with some changes expected tomorrow. The 24-hour forecast will be sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be isolated. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the east at 10 to 15 knots. Sea state will be light chop to choppy, and waves will be between 2 to 5 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 32 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 28 degrees Celsius. For inland areas, the highs will be 95 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 35 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 22 degrees Celsius. And up in the hills, the highs will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 28 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 67 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 19 degrees Celsius. The outlook, cloudy spells with a few showers or thunderstorms expected mainly over some northern, central, and offshore areas on Wednesday. Activity should gradually decrease by afternoon, then redevelop over the south late on Wednesday night. We take a look at the tides. A high tide will occur this morning at 8:51, and another one will occur tonight at 10:19. A low tide will occur this afternoon at 4:26, and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 3:14. The sun will set this evening at 6:27, and it will rise tomorrow morning at 5:30. The moon will rise this evening at 6:04 and will set tomorrow morning at 5:27. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Crystal Rosales there at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we do expect good weather conditions to prevail during the course of today, but there are some changes that are coming. Actually, tomorrow it looks like we have some changes in the weather. Let's take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what the weather will be like for the next 4 days. For tomorrow, Wednesday, a few showers and thunderstorms, mostly central and north, then south at night. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 87 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 92 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. On Thursday, generally isolated showers or thunderstorms, a few more over the south at night. The wind will be from the east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 88 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 93 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 74 degrees Fahrenheit. On Friday, a few showers and isolated thunderstorms, mainly affecting the south and central, then decreasing. The wind will be from the east-northeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit, and the lows will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit. On Saturday, morning showers or thunderstorms affecting the south. The wind will be from the east at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 89 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 94 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 82 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit. So we do expect good weather today. We do expect showers tomorrow, Wednesday. We do expect good weather on Thursday. We can expect showers on Friday and then good weather on Saturday. So showers will be on and off for the next 4 days. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Turning into the tropics, let's take a look at what is happening in the Atlantic. Yesterday we saw that it was quiet, and this morning we're waking up again and seeing the Atlantic very, very quiet. No tropical cyclone activity expected in the next 2 days. And if we click on the 7-day forecast, you will see that tropical cyclone activity is not expected during the next 7 days. So for sure, we're coming out of the month of July, and we certainly do not have to worry about any storm out there. A very quiet June, a very quiet July. Let's see what August has in store for us. Thank you much to the National Hurricane Center. Today is the 28th of the month of July 2026. Who's celebrating birthdays today?
Oh, excuse me. That wonderful actress, I say that tongue firmly planted in cheek.
Who's that?
Elizabeth Berkley. Do you remember her? She was on Saved by the Bell and that wonderful movie Showgirls.
Yes, I think I know who she is.
Yeah. I think she was voted one of the worst actresses of all time. Lori Loughlin, remember her from Full House and 90210?
Mm-hmm.
She was also the lady that was involved in that big scandal where she paid to have her daughter go into one of those big universities. So.
Yep.
Sally Struthers, Gloria from All in the Family, she turned 79 today.
79.
79 years old, yeah. And Afro Man, remember Afro Man? That song he had out, Because I Got High.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he turns 52 today.
Oh.
There you go.
Born in 1974, for sure.
I have a feeling somebody else is 52.
Yeah. All right. Well, to those who are celebrating birthdays today, we want to sing to you Las Mañanitas.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser tu cumpleaños te las cantamos aquí. Despierta, mi bien, despierta. Mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajaritos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Cumpleaños feliz, cumpleaños feliz, te deseamos todos, cumpleaños feliz.
Congratulations to those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable birthday and may you celebrate many, many more. With that said, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Welcome to Caribbean Sprinter. We're honored to be your water transportation choice in Belize. Caribbean Sprinter is the fastest, most reliable water transport in the country. Our ferries are equipped with everything you'll need for your island hopping adventures, local transport, and vacation needs. We're proud to have the most advanced ticketing and reservation system in the country. We offer multiple sailings daily between Belize City, Cape Cocker, and San Pedro. Our checked luggage tracking system allows you to rest at ease and enjoy the beautiful views during your journey. We take pride in maintaining and servicing our vessels to make sure we're always on time and ready for your next trip. Once again, thank you for choosing Caribbean Sprinter and welcome aboard. We look forward to your next voyage with us.
Honorable Andre Perez and his team continues to work diligently with partners to implement innovative solutions to protect our coral reefs, mangroves, a diverse range of fish species, and seagrass beds. By integrating climate resilience into our coastal zone and fisheries sector, we're ensuring the long-term sustainability of blue-based industries, the protection of essential marine ecosystems, and the source of revenue for our coastal communities. The blue economy is more than just policy. It's progress. It's sustainability. It's the promise of a brighter future for all Belizeans. Together, we're charting a new course because with vision, commitment, and action, the sky is the limit and the sea is our greatest ally. The Ministry of Blue Economy and Disaster Risk Management, safeguarding lives, seas, and sustainability.
Welcome to Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, your pharmacy with a little bit of everything. From proteins and natural multivitamins by Alpha Products to keep you on track for that perfect fitness goal. Cosmetics, we got it too, from Revlon, L'Oreal, and Maybelline to give you that perfect, beautiful skin. Check out our Forensi products for all hair types to give you that beautiful bouncing hair that you've always wanted. Take care of your skin with our Fruit of the Earth products and also our brand new baby aisle for all babies that you guys would love. We got you while you enjoy your Belizean vacation. Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics, located on Pescador Drive, San Pedro, and Burgess Key. Telephone 206-2227. Open Monday to Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday and most holidays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Visit us at Spice Pharmacy and Cosmetics.
Altoona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helps supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't use it around here. I have my own bag.
Where can I get one of those?
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 13 minutes away from the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning here in La Isla Bonita. It is already the 28th of the month. A few more days and we're saying goodbye to the month of July and we're welcoming the month of August. Wow. In studios, we have our good friend, Mr. Abner Bakab, who's joining us this morning. Abner, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Aiden. Morning, Dan. Morning, Reef TV. San Pedro, Kikaker.
It's always nice to have you in studios because we always get an update as to what is happening with IES. We talk about your political career as well. We're going to be talking about a little bit of everything with Abner this morning. You're telling me that last night you had a last minute emergency. Well, emergencies are always last minute. I'm sure you never expect it. But
Yes.
you got a call last night with regards to a patient who needed the services.
Yes, last night I got a call about from a diver that was not feeling well, and they had been diving and had some symptoms of decompression. So we took them to the hyperbaric chamber so the doctor can evaluate them, and so that was I was asking the diver how did they get my contact information. No, normally it's because either the dive shop or they have your number or get your number from someone else, but he said that he got it off Google.
Yeah, so they
So
Googled
they Googled
emergency services and your name popped
and
up.
my name came out. So that was you never know how people get your information, your contact information. That was one of the things Google very helpful in anywhere you go around the world. So we took the diver to the chamber, and the doctor had checked him. So it was a late night, early morning for me.
Okay. So
Yes.
tell me something. That's one of the frequent phone calls that you get.
Actually,
assisting
yes.
divers. At home?
Yes, Mr. Aiden. Like how I said, a lot of people know me in the whole country of Belize where diving is conducted, and the dive shop inform their guests if anything goes wrong or they're not feeling well after diving, they can always contact our emergency service, which is available 24/7. No, so we get these days I've been getting a lot of calls more for scuba diving emergency, which is one of the many services that we offer under our ambulance service, island emergency services. No, yes.
You actually started at the hyperbaric chamber.
Yes, Mr. Eden. Going back in history, I came to San Pedro, permanently to live in the year 2015, and I was 15 years old, and that's when I started working with the hyperbaric chamber. I didn't know much. I started by, I was the groundskeeper, basically the maintenance person, and after some years, eventually I started to study, go taking course, a lot of practical, learning by experience. I was trained by Miss Antonia there at the chamber, and eventually became the attendant, going inside of the chamber with the divers, operating the machine, learning the maintenance of the equipment of the chamber, and eventually going to assist in the management of the hyperbaric chamber, the administrative aspect of the business.
Yeah.
No? So it's been over 26 years now working in this field of the
Yeah.
hyperbaric chamber and scuba diving emergencies.
So
It's,
you've
it's
got-
been a while.
Yeah, you're one of those that got the experience on the job.
Correctly, yes,
Mm.
yes.
I think there are two hyperbaric chambers here on the island, right?
Yes, definitely. There's one by Maya Island Air, and the other one is located at the Hamburger Scoops Hospital with Dr. Daniel Gonzalez. No, I've been able to work for both of them through my years here in San Pedro, and have helped establish one of the hyperbaric chambers from the beginning to where they are today. Yes.
Are we still getting those calls, Abner, with accidents on the road, motorcycle, bicycles, golf carts?
Yes. Actually, there's
Yeah.
recently there's been a rise in motorcycle accidents.
Yeah.
Golf car vehicles. Then the and it's not only here in San Pedro, Mr. Aiden. I've been watching the news even all over Belize City. There's like every day there's an accident involving a motorcycle. So here in San Pedro, more recently, there's been a couple of them, and unfortunately, we had some people passed away. We had some serious accidents. I remember like a week or 2 weeks ago, there was an accident on the road going to San Pablo Catholic Church in that area there, where there's an intersection that goes to the airport around
Yes,
San
that
Pedrito.
little corner right there,
Yes.
is one that when I go there, I have to stop and check on the two sides, whether there is incoming traffic or not. It's one of those areas where if you just take the curve, you might get yourself into trouble.
Correct. Yes. So that exactly at that location was the a really bad accident that happened.
Yeah.
One person had to be flown to Belize City.
Wow.
Because they needed more medical evaluation by a specialist. No, so that was the last one. That was a really serious case. Like how I said, unfortunately here on the island we still have limited specialist service.
Yeah.
No, so everything that requires a specialist most of the time gets flown to Belize City. No,
Okay.
but recently, like how I said, there have been a lot of motorcycle accidents. People driving motorcycles have to be very careful. Follow the rules of the road. Use a good helmet, Mr. Aiden. I have seen the Ministry of Transport working on trying to get implementation of full covered or full face helmets, no? Because the ones that are only like a cap doesn't really help you in a situation like that where you might fly away or go over and land into a cement wall or the street. No, protecting the head is very important. A lot of concussion, a lot of swelling can happen there. Some serious accidents
Yeah.
can happen, and a good helmet can save your life. So we recommend riders to invest in a good helmet and be safe, drive safely. Actually, also the other drivers of motor vehicles, golf cars, trucks, to be more aware of other drivers as well. I've had an experience like 2 weeks ago, Mr. Hayden, on my motorcycle. It was a Sunday. I just came from Secret Beach, and I left my cycle in town, so I went to pick it up, and I was gonna head home, and as there was a rain, a very strong rain came. So I started riding, my cycle, and I was going back home, and these cement roads, when it rains, it gets a bit slippery. So my motorcycle, unfortunately, I need to change my tires. One of the things, the tires I have are not made for good grips. So I was going by the Sagebrush complex in the San Mateo, and I slipped. I slip and I slided for maybe about 10 to 20 feet on the concrete pavement. Fortunately for me, that week, Mr. Aiden, you know, the motorcycles have a guard in the front, like a guard. I was thinking of removing it that same week. I said, man, this, I don't like it. It doesn't look good. But I didn't realize it was there for a reason.
Of course.
The reason was to, whenever you drop, the motorcycle doesn't drop on top of you. And on my case, where I slided.
Oh, you fell off the cycle?
Yes, I didn't. Well, yeah, with the motorcycle fell onto the side, and I was under the motorcycle. But that guard saved me when it slided 10 to 20 feet. It prevented me from, or the motorcycle from mashing my leg, and it prevented my leg from scraping on the cement. You know, if I hadn't had that guard, it was gonna be a terrible accident. You know, but fortunately, I
you
only
would have had to call IES.
Yes, fortunately, I only had a minor scrapes. I could have had a broken bone, you know. So it made me realize sometimes accidents can happen because of the road conditions, because of the weather.
You mentioned something very important a little while back. You know, the rules of the road. You know, a lot of people do not know the rules of the road. A perfect example is when you go by the roundabout over by Riches. How many people do not know the rules of a roundabout? It's amazing. When I go around, I actually have to take my time, no rush, because there are those who do not know who has the right of way on a roundabout. Just the other day, we were heading up north and we passed by, and I asked the driver, and a friend of mine, you know who has the right of way when you reach here on the roundabout? Easy, the one who reaches first. I had to laugh and say, wow. But seriously, you know, you mentioned that. You mentioned the helmets, very important. There are those helmets that will cover you, that will protect you. And there are those that will do absolutely no work in case of an emergency.
Yeah, you know, even like the full face cover. You know, if you drop on your side, on your face to the pavement, that's gonna protect you not from getting scratches all over your face. So, you know, it is very important to get the right helmet. And I've seen a lot of people here in San Pedro use the other type of helmet, which is only like a hat, you know. That puts you
Somebody was
to a lot of
telling
risk.
me, I don't know if it's true, but somebody was saying to me, because we had a conversation, you know, about helmets, about how many passengers had to be on a motorcycle, and somebody said that the Ministry of Transport will be making some amendments to the law as to how many people should be on a motorcycle.
Yes, yes.
Have you heard that?
Yes, I've seen. I think it was a interview with Chester Williams
That's
about
what
that.
I was told. I did not
Yes.
see it. That's why I haven't commented on it. But it is something to look at. It's something very, very important if changes are to be made. You know, what amazes me here on the island, and I've seen it, you've seen it, Dan has seen it, traffic officers have seen it. You know what amazes me is to see a couple on a motorcycle
and a kid.
The dad has his helmet, the mom has her helmet, and the child is unprotected, sitting on the side of somebody's lap. That, I mean, I don't know why the traffic wardens wouldn't stop them and tell them, you know what, this is wrong. They are protected and the child is unprotected.
Yes, very true, Mr. Aiden, and you know we have to talk about these things, you know, and not in a bad way, but in a good way to prevent an accident, prevent a death, and to do things the right way. Again, follow the rules of the road, and I've seen it many times, multiple times. And going back to what you were talking about what they're trying to implement, no. I know they had talked about the helmet. They're working on it. I think they need to pass it as a law, get it approved, and then they will implement it. No, The other thing they were talking about is the number of people on a motorcycle. As you know, a motorcycle is only made for two persons, Mr. Aiden, the driver and a rider, right? And I haven't seen anything about having a third person or a kid on a motorcycle, on a motorbike. No, one of the other issues with the number of riders on a motorcycle has been in other countries, and even in Belize it has happened. Hence the reason they were looking at it is there's been a lot of drive-bys, people shooting at other people on the motorcycle. No, I know in other countries like El Salvador, they do not allow more than one person to drive on the motorcycle for that same reason that a lot of crimes have been committed. So I think in Belize, before it gets to that level as well, which it has happened, they're looking into trying to implement something like that. How far it is, I'm not unsure, but I know there has been talks about that as well, Mr. Aiden.
Yeah, well, somebody kind of commented it to me, and I did not watch the interview with the CEO from the Ministry of Transport, but they told me, you know what, those are good changes that are coming.
Yes, going back.
A lot of people will be upset.
Yes.
Because it's their mode of transportation.
Yes.
It's what takes them from point A to point B. But at the same time, it's about protecting lives.
I do remember one of those accidents that it was a motorcycle and there were three persons on the motorcycle, Mr. Aiden, and I think the kid got hurt really bad as well. Because like how you said, in a crash, the person is unprotected or the kid is unprotected, and in an impact, the persons on the motorcycle will fly away. So again, it's about preventing, protecting, and preventing a death or a serious accident from happening. So I like how you said, we ask, and we want to work along with the traffic department in San Pedro Town Council to look into these things. I see the traffic wardens every time. This morning I was coming and I was 6:30, and I did see one of the traffic wardens coming, crossing over the bridge. It's good to see them early out there working, but as well we need to implement the rules. And as a traffic warden, you can prevent many things, Mr. Aiden. It's not only of issuing a ticket, ensuring that the vehicles have insurance and all of these things, but you can prevent a lot of accidents from happening.
Traffic wardens, issuing tickets for violations, and they get cussed up bad.
Oh yes,
for
definitely.
doing their job, then people upset when they park at the wrong parking place and they get ticket. They're driving without their driver's license. They get ticket. They get upset. And like I said, if those new law amendments to the law will come up, a lot of people will be very upset. Trust me. But it is for their good.
For their own safety.
Now tell me
and
something.
prevention. Yes.
We mentioned a little while ago, that this patient of yours who called you last night went and Googled your info and got a hold of you. When we go to your site or to your pages, is there a standard price that we ought to know about?
Oh yes, Mr. Aiden. Most recently, we're doing a lot of changes in the way that Island Emergency Service is operating here on the island. We had a couple issues recently that has affected our ambulance service, negatively, positive to a certain point. So moving forward, working differently, trying to work along with everyone, Mr. Aiden. Our ambulance has been here going to 6 years now, Mr. Aiden, working with the community, the local community here in San Pedro, offering free service up to this year, not charging our locals, trying to help and be part of the community, giving back to our community, which is important as a business, as an ambulance service. Although we're a private service, we've always been supporting our community. We're part of the community. We're a very important, vital, and much needed service in our community. Yes, there are 2 ambulance services on the island, but guess what, Mr. Aiden? If the ambulance of the other service is not working, then you will have to call the other ambulance service, no? So with that in mind, and we know we have a big community of expats living on our island. Some of them are permanent residents. So working and putting them as part of our community, living here. Some of them live full time, some of them live part time. So our ambulance service, again, working with our community and including everyone and changing the way our ambulance service works here in the island, has decided to bring new programs online to be able to fulfill a need of the expats that live here. So moving forward, we have decided to bring two new programs online, which is a monthly coverage that expats can sign up for. It's an individual coverage or a family coverage. An individual coverage costs you 150 Belize per month, Ms. Aiden. So you make a payment on the first of the month, and if anything happens to you, the ambulance it's covered already, right? That's for one person. It's 150 Belize. We're gonna transport you from home or place of accident to a hospital or a clinic here in San Pedro, right? Anything that has to go to Belize City, then that's you'll have to pay for that, no? But that's basically for an individual. For a family, maybe two persons, it will cost them 300 a month payment to be able to sign up on the family coverage, no? And then if you have more family members, then it's 100 Belize for additional family members. Will be issuing you a identification card, which is basically a coverage that covers you whenever you have an accident or you're feeling sick. You can always show that to the ambulance personnel, and they will know that you're covered under a monthly coverage for our ambulance service, no?
And that's for the expat community.
Expats, permanent residents, and citizens by nationality. Just working with everyone again to get more support. Of course, getting more support means getting more finance, Mr. Aiden. More finance means we can invest in many other things. And helping our ambulance service or helping the ambulance services, either or, helps to move forward, get more certification, get more programs going, and get more service that is much needed. And I'm happy that we're talking about this, Aiden. It's not only about making money, but making things better for our community, for our island, and for our tourism. And I will speak with this recent tragedy that happened where a couple people died, no? And it has happened over and over for many years, Mr. Aiden. One of the plans from our island emergency service, and I'm sure I've shared it with you before here on the radio, is we've always wanted to get a vehicle, something like a van that is fully covered, to be able to work along with the San Pedro Police Department whenever there's an accident and somebody passes away, Mr. Aiden. I'm very sad and I feel really bad, and sometimes I get mad about transporting our deceased behind the pickup of the police department, most recently, like I said, in that case of where two people were murdered right up north where it happened, transporting people that have died is something it's a very touchy subject. It's very sensitive. We have to remember here on our island we have different communities, Mr. Aiden, different people that live here. Of course, we have the local Belizeans, we have the Americans, we have the Canadians, we have a big Arab community living here on our island, and I'm happy to talk about this. They have different traditions, Mr. Aiden, and we have to respect their tradition as well. Yes, they live here on our island, but going back to what I was saying, it is important for us to be able to change things, Mr. Aiden. It's been like this for over 40 years or more, and there hasn't been any improvement when someone dies, So that's one of the plans for Island Emergency, where we want to better our community. And this speaks about local community, expats, Americans, Canadians, our Arab community, and many more other people that live here on our island, So again, going back to what I was saying, more support to our ambulance service, more helping our ambulance service by getting a coverage. Not only covers you on a monthly basis, but it actually helps us to be able to do great things that are much needed here on our island. That's just one of the things we have thought of doing here, one of the projects, no? And I believe because of not only because of our tourism industry, our tourists, but for our local community as well, it is important for us to be able to give our loved ones a dignified way of transporting them after they have passed away. So this is something, like how I said, it's more than just supporting our ambulance service by paying a monthly fee, but these same funds can be used and invested in other projects that is going to help our island.
All right, let's take a commercial break. It's 12 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. Then we will come back and continue our conversation.
This is a Jack X200. This is a very recommendable vehicle. Storage capacity to the max, right? Fuel efficient, easy rider, AC not a play, the pump, comfortable, and it carry me to all my destination. I can count on Jack to take me and my packages where I need to go. I recommend it anytime. We're the best from the West.
Saga Humane Society reminds you that if you see an animal that is abandoned, sick, being abused, or a dog that is being very aggressive, please report it immediately to Saga Humane Society at 226-3266. Saga cares about our community and is always available to serve. Saga, la Sociedad Protectora de Animales, les avisa que se encuentran un animal que está abandonado, abusado, enfermo o un perro muy agresivo. Por favor, llame a Saga de inmediato al número 226-3266. Saga, siempre con el interés de nuestra comunidad y siempre dispuestos a servir.
Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Open air restaurant serving Central American and Caribbean cuisine. Hidden Treasure serves dinner Wednesday to Monday from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Located in the Escalante neighborhood 1.5 miles south of San Pedro town. Hidden Treasure offer a romantic and elegant dining experience. Make early reservations and ask for free shuttle service. Some restrictions apply. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge, the perfect place to celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, rehearsal dinners, and much more. Come, experience fine dining in an enchanting atmosphere. Live music every Thursday by a renowned Malaysian singer and keyboard player. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge. Telephone 226-4111 or 4236. Visit them at www.hiddentreasurebelize.com or on the socials. Hidden Treasure Restaurant and Lounge.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiasts. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling are your passions and hobby, then look no further for equipment. We carry a large assortment of masks, snorkels, fins, BCD vests, bodysuits, dive watches with reputable brands such as Cressy, Matis, Tilos, and others. When you need to repair your fiberglass boat or Yamaha outboard motor, we offer the right materials and replacement parts to get the job done. Visit us at Lion Street opposite Maya Island Air or give us a call at 226-3370. And remember that for land and sea, Captain Sharks is the place to be.
Make Atlantic Insurance a part of your travel plans when traveling to Chetumal, Cancun, Merida, or anywhere in Mexico. Whether it's for vacation, to conduct business, or just relaxation, you can purchase a minimum of 1 day or any number of days desired up to 1 year. Atlantic Insurance offers certified and reliable insurance policies from well-established Mexican insurance companies. For more information, you can visit any of our offices located countrywide or call 223-2657. To purchase online, visit our website at aicbelize.com. Travel with the best insurance coverage. Travel secure. Travel with peace of mind. Travel with Atlantic Insurance, insuring you from life's unexpected.
San Pedro, Castillo's hardware. From a well-established hardware store, now we online giving you more. Home or job site, no stress, no sweat. Everything you need, you could get. Household appliances, day or night. Shopping for supplies made easy and light. Click, click, boom, and the order done. Building in Belize just got more fun.
Why wait long in a line? Save your energy and your time. Delivery pulling up right by your gate. Castillo's hardware making building great.
Build smarter,
Shop easier. Castillo's making life sweeter.
anytime.
Anywhere, hardware shopping without a care.
Browse online, get what you need.
Fast and easy with lightning speed.
Pick up or delivery, choose your way.
Castillo's got you covered every day. From your phone, just tap and buy. No more hassle, no more.
In the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV, it's 19 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning here in La Isla Bonita. We do expect rain to come in tomorrow, then good weather on Thursday, then we should have some rain coming back on Friday. So we are on the hurricane season that will go all the way into the month of November. You still form part of DEMO, right?
Yes, Mr. Aiden, definitely. Yeah, they had a meeting a couple weeks ago, just trying to, meet with everyone in the EOC, just brainstorm of the plans coming forward. So, yeah, NEMO, it's a good time to remind the resident of San Pedro that we're already in the hurricane season, to be able to have their emergency preparedness plans of their home, get to know the shelters, get to know the people at NEMO, get to know the number of NEMO, who to contact. So definitely, and ensure that everybody has a emergency preparedness plan ahead. It's been pretty quiet as to any tropical storms or hurricanes, but we're still in the hurricane season all the way up to November. So
Do we still have issues with people not moving on the side of the road when there is an emergency vehicle coming by? I know that that I've heard complaints from a number of emergency service providers. We have different departments like the police, fire, the ambulance services. Is that still an issue?
Yes, Mr. Aiden. Unfortunately, people still don't understand how the ambulance works. I've had a couple recent emergencies, and we're coming with our light sirens, and people are still not moving to the side of the road. Some people want to go faster in front of you. They want to give space to the ambulance to pass. So, again, we urge the public to, whenever you see an ambulance coming with our sirens and lights, it means somebody that needs to get to the hospital or the clinic. Could be a life and death situation. Move to the side of the road. Aiden, our siren, you can hear it a mile away. What is that telling you, Mr. Aiden? To move out of the way, get to the side, and allow the vehicles to pass. So you cannot say, I didn't hear the sirens. Maybe you might not see the lights because we're far away, a couple blocks. But the siren, the noise you're gonna hear far, far away before we even reach to your location or to where close to you where you're driving. No, so again, would ask the public to please, whenever you listen or hear the siren or the ambulance coming, to please remember it could be one of your family members that we're trying to transport to the clinic. So we ask them to, again, please be informed as well how our ambulance work. Sirens light means somebody needs to reach to the hospital or clinic. It unfortunately, like I said, it's still a problem. We wish people would respect our ambulance services more, and adhere to the rules of the road as well, Mr. Hayden.
Because I've heard that complaint from a number of individuals, who, and the fire chief was one of them who mentioned it as well, that it's hard sometimes to get from point A to point B because people will refuse to move to the side of the road and allow the fire engine to pass.
Yes, Mr. Eden. One of the other issues as well is the parking on the streets. We have our streets are not that wide, so one of the other things is the people parking their vehicles or their golf carts on the road, which takes away a lot from our roads, our streets. So that is one of the issues as well. Sometimes when you want to turn a corner, there's a vehicle or a golf cart parked right on the corner, so it takes away a lot from how we go about moving freely on the streets. Parking your vehicle on the street can actually cause an accident as well, because it gives you a blind spot there. So that is one of the other issues as well. So parking is very important. When you go and apply for a vehicle permit, they always ask you that you have some parking where you park your vehicle. But there is a big issue, one of the biggest issues here on our island. Parking on the street is very a big problem. Not only for the ambulance, like I said, the fire truck they have a bigger truck than our ambulance service. So actually, they have the biggest emergency vehicle. So it gives them a hard time to be able to pass. Yes,
he has spoken about it. Very good. Now, turning into politics, are you still on for the race for 2027?
Well, Mr. Aiden, I'm happy to see what is currently happening, the way things are shaping up in this upcoming municipal election of March 2027. No, I'm very happy to be part of it. I'm very happy to be part of a change. I'm very happy to see more independent candidates stepping up and actually putting their name and just saying publicly we're gonna be contesting the municipal elections. We have the big major parties, the PUP, we have the current government, the current town council here in San Pedro, the UDP, as well, one of the major parties that has been here for long, and of course then the independent candidates. I'm happy to see Celestino Zul stepping up to contesting the upcoming general election, not municipal election, sorry, and actually having a slate. He has presented a couple of his council candidates that are gonna be running along with him. We still have a couple more to know who they are. No, they are still working on many things. I've spoken to him recently. Yesterday, I had a chat with him, and I did spoke to Mr. Elito recently. We met on a meeting with the BTIA. We were talking again. Again, Mr. Elito is another independent candidate that has put his name contesting the next municipal election. No, I did speak to him, and he's bringing his slate as well. It's I haven't seen or heard of any of his councillor candidate as yet.
They have not released it as yet.
Yes, they have not released it as yet, but we have a lot of time. We have about 7 months to go, Mr. Aiden. So
Yeah. Well, actually, in politics, 7 months is not a lot of time, especially in an area that has well over 9,000 voters.
Correctly.
It's good. I told Dan the other day when we had the conversation that a lot of those who are contesting the upcoming municipal elections are starting quite early. Usually, you wait until October, November to start for a municipal election. This time around, it's starting from quite early. We are getting names coming out in the month of July. And one of the things that I also mentioned him is that coming with a slate solidifies a group more than just coming out individual. That's why I ask you, are you running alone or are you bringing a slate? Celestino, as a new TNE party, is coming with a full slate. I think Elito, as a dependent, mentioned that he will be bringing out a slate. And I heard, well, the two major political parties are doing that likewise. So it's a lot of names that will be on the ballot for sure. And it gives people the option for them to decide who they would want. A lot of people don't vote by slates, they vote for the persons that they feel could do a job. And if that is the case, that so many slates are coming out, it's going to be a lot of split votes. A lot.
Yes, Mr. Eden, like how I said, it's we still have a couple months away. I've been approached by different people that want to join me in this upcoming municipal election. So I say when the time comes, we'll know exactly how it's gonna turn out for Abner Bakab as an independent candidate. No, this is gonna be our third time contesting an election. Of course, a municipal general. And like how you said, most of the slates that are coming with other councillor candidates, no, but which is good. Like I said, the more people you have in your slate or a full slate, gives you a better chance of people voting for you, at least individually. Like I said, some people don't vote for.
If you look at it, right, I mean, coming out with slates, let's per se you have your name and 6 other councillor candidates. Those 6 versus you alone trying to gather votes. Those 6 other councillor candidates, they have families, they have friends.
Yes.
They're gonna be out there on the campaign field trying to gather votes, not only for them, but for the team alone. For the team, entire team, not only individuals. So instead of you working alone to garner votes, it's 7 of you as a team out there on the field trying to reach as many voters as possible. That's why that's one of the reasons I say, if I were to run, I would consider a slate, because it has more strength and you can reach out to more people. You alone can't reach to all 9,000 plus voters. But if you divide yourselves, this group takes San Mateo, one of your councillor candidates takes San Pedrito, another one downtown, another one up north, then you cover more areas. You had 3 years to prepare. And if the people are telling you, Abner, we want to join you, look at them, talk to them, see where their plans are. If they concur with what your plans and your ideas are, bring them into your team. I mean, that's how politics works, you know. And this election here, I have a feeling that a lot of it will be determined by those individuals who have opted not to participate in the electoral process for the past
no
3
voters.
elections. Yes. Imagine a big chunk of those who stay home decide, you know what, of the 4,000 or 5,000 that do not come out and vote on a municipal elections, they decide this time around, let's say half of them, 2,500 new voters that have not voted. You have no idea who they would vote for. You know that they can dictate the outcome of an election.
Correctly, yes. That's something that's going to be very interesting in this
Yes, I'm telling
upcoming
you.
municipal election. And one of the things could be that there was not a lot of options as well, Mr. Aiden. This
could be.
having at least right now 1, 2,
5 so far that have
5,
said, you know what,
yes.
we're going to put our names. Because I'm including you in those 5.
Yes, yes. So
Because you were the first one who said, yes, I will. Any election, you know, write me down.
Yes,
Any
so-
election. If a referendum is here and they need names, write me down.
correct.
I'm
We're
saying
always,
it because you told me that.
we're always there. We'll always be there until God says otherwise, Mr.
Yeah.
Aiden. But I think, like how I said, looking forward for this election is going to be an interesting election. It could be a historical election. Well, it's already a historical event because of the number of
With
candidates.
so many candidates that we're
Right.
hearing about. With so many candidates that we're hearing about. Now, Abner, you need to present a platform. You need to present your plan of action, what you intend to accomplish if elected. Because the electorate out there will be listening, will be watching, will be reading before they make their decision. And you need to have that to present to the electorate out there. So what's your timeline? What are you looking at? When will you be knocking on doors? When do you plan to put forth your plan of action?
Yes, yes, definitely. They started already visiting people in the San Mateo area. That's where I live. And, working there for me is very important. Of course, working at the other neighborhoods. We're already working on a plan of action, the plans we want to accomplish if elected in office. We have many things that are of pressing issues here in San Pedro. Health is always one of the main things as a career that I work in. So that is very important. We have the hospital coming along, which is going to need a lot of support from the community, a lot of support from people here in San Pedro that have been working in the emergency services field, working with other plans. Like I said, we need a morgue. Hopefully the hospital is going to be equipped with a morgue. We need to make things better. Like I said, we have other projects on our ambulance service as a vehicle to transport the deceased. We have many other plans. I won't share at this point, but we have other plans when it comes to the health part of the island, which is one of the most important things for our community. I've been sitting with some people, some advisors, looking at how we can make things better here in San Pedro. Every time we do the same thing over and over, so we can't be doing that. So health is one of the most important things, of course. We have traffic that has been an issue here on our island. We have one of the main things that's affecting our tourism industry, our community every year, which is the sargassum, which as we have seen just walking on the beach, there's too much sargassum on the beach. There's too much coming in. Yes, we cannot stop Mother Nature, but we can put plans in place to be able to target or fight off the situation with the sargassum. We need to be prepared. Before, it only used to be a season that the sargassum come. Now it's going almost to the 3/4 of the whole year we have sargassum coming in. So we need to have a plan for that. We need to have funds for that. And that was one of the things we were discussing in the last meeting with the BTIA. We are getting limited funding from the government, Mr. Aiden. The council has funding, but it's limited. The businesses are trying to do their part, but it's not enough. I think sargassum is an emergency on its own because of our tourism, because of our health issues. So I think we need to put more funding to be able to tackle that issue with the sargassum. So that is one of the biggest issues happening right now. A lot of tourists are complaining of coming to our beach and they can't enjoy the beach because of the sargassum. So that is and has affected our hoteliers, our restaurants, basically everyone working in the tourism industry. We need to take bold steps to be able to address that issue head on. Just this morning, I was coming in and somebody was complaining of the big sargassum being piled on the beach. It's affecting their health. It's destroying their equipment. So that is one of the important things. Protecting our barrier reef, our Caribbean Sea, a lot of the destruction of the mangroves. So all of these things we need to work together with everyone, all the organizations here in San Pedro. So those are a couple of things that we need to look at, no? Health, traffic, anything that's affecting our island, our tourism, sargassum, development, infrastructure. All of these things we need to be able to put in place. I've always spoken about the fire department needing more fire trucks, needing more firemen here on our island. So we're working on doing a plan of action, a plan of work to be able to present to the people here in San Pedro. As a mayor, as a person working in the council, we always say you need to be open to the people. People need to be able to see you. People need to be able to talk to you. People need to be able to speak to you about what is affecting them, what is the issues affecting them, and you'll always be able to be there to help them and listen to them, not only when you're campaigning, but when you're elected in office. And I've always spoken about it. I just want whosoever wins the municipal election to be able to remember that we are there to serve the people, we work for the people, and not the other way around. So I know that a lot of people have presented their sources of income, what they have before even going into the municipal election, which is something we intend to do as well. So basically accountability and transparency, Mr. Ian. Well, like I said, we're working on many things, and very, very soon we'll be able to present our plan of action, our plan of work going into the municipal election, which is something I had not done previously. And we need to make things better and change things so people can believe in you and I can see the plans that you're bringing. And this is going to be something very different than what is currently being presented, but by all the parties, the PUP, the UDP, and even the independent slates.
I hear you. I know that a lot of people will be reading, will be listening to the candidates who will be going out there. For one, Dan and I, we always have this conversation, that we want to listen to those who have a plan of action that is something that is doable. And I always say, all of those running into office are to be very much familiar with what the Town Council Act is about. Because it's a lot of times you have candidates that will go out there and promise to do this and that is beyond the responsibilities of a town council. I mean, they could say, I will do this, I will build this, and it is not under the responsibilities or jurisdiction of a town council. That's why I always recommend, and when I have a conversation with those wanting to run, get familiar with the Town Council Act.
Yes.
Because if you promise to do this and it's beyond you, you won't look bad. At the end of the day, if you're elected and you can't fulfill what you promised, people will remind you. So, and the Town Council Act is easy to get. You go online, and just as in Google your name, you Google Town Council Act,
Yeah.
and you will get it, and you will see what the responsibilities are of a town council. We always have that conversation, right, Dan? That is something we always talk about.
We do. And if you think that the drivers get railed up at the traffic officers, wait till you become mayor. And you don't fulfill your promises. You're going to hear about it.
Yes. But yes, Abner, there are some words that you mentioned out there that people want, that have been clamoring for, which is representation. A mayor that would be accessible, as you mentioned, if you have an issue, you are a resident, you have all right to be able to meet with the mayor. To accountability, transparency, those are words that the electorate out there have been calling for on any election that comes around. So those are things, and I know that you're bringing that up because you're out there on the field, you're listening to what people are saying, and that's the reason why you're bringing it up. Those and many other issues that the electors have. And like I said, going out there and meeting the electorate, talking to them, house to house or on the streets, is the most viable way of campaigning. Yes, social media is good. Yes, you can post whatever you want on social media. You can come on the show and you can talk about it. But when you meet people face to face, that's a completely different story.
Yes, definitely, Mr. Eden. Like I said, we're working on many things behind the scene, and very soon we'll be able to present a plan of action, a plan of work, moving ahead. But you rightly said it right. You need to be familiar with Town Council Act to be able to stay within the mandate of the Act, and know what you can do and what you cannot do, which is something I think that is always an issue with a lot of the candidates presenting a plan of action, a manifesto, and it is not within the Town Council Act, no, and these are things that we need to look, and it's a very good recommendation for everyone, for anyone wanting to run as a councillor or as a mayor, to be able to familiarize yourself with the Town Council Act and know what you can do and what you can't do. So definitely.
But as you rightly mentioned as well, 2027 is painting to be a historic municipal elections. So many people coming up now and saying, you know what, we want to serve. Or others saying, time for a change. Others are saying, time for a new direction. What is triggering this movement of so many people now, independent candidates, a new party, of course the two major political parties will be there. TNE now under the leadership of Tino will be out there. Independent movement led by Elito. You have always been an independent candidate, or you ran under a political banner as well.
Yes, I was under the Belize Justice Movement.
Is that still on or no?
It's still on. I'm not sure until the time comes. We'll decide if I'll run under that banner again or just independent. But
what is triggering all of this movement here from individuals?
Yes, Mr. Eden. I think one of the most important things, if we look countrywide and in the whole country of Belize, and it's not only San Pedro. I know of an independent candidate running in the Dangriga for mayor, and somebody in San Ignacio, Santa Elena running as an independent for mayor as well. So, and other places. So, it's something that is happening. What is triggering all of this? I think one of the important things that is triggering all of this is the corruption, this mismanagement of all the funds of the Belizean people, and it's not being hidden, Mr. Eden. It's being done right in front of our eyes. We have the case with the BDF. We see pictures of how they eat. The ministry or the government says we spend so much, thousands and thousands of dollars on meat, on this and that, but it's not being, maybe it's being spent, Mr. Eden, but it's not reaching the soldiers directly. So it's not rocket science. You can see all the corruption, the mismanagement of funds, and what we call families from these ministers benefiting from contracts with the government, which has happened, like how everybody says, it's been PUP and UDP issue that's been happening, or situation where the families benefit. So a lot of it is coming to light, and I think that is one of the main reasons the independent candidate, people that are tired of seeing this happen and wanting to do something and always saying, talking about it, but never stepping up. So I think that is what is triggering a lot of what is happening, of new movements, parties coming up and stepping up, and of the independent candidates coming and said, you know what, in the most of the elections for general, municipal, there's been limited number of independent candidates. So there's only been 2-3 options where you can say, okay, I'll vote PUP, UDP, or independent. And one of the other things, like how you have mentioned it, Mr. Aiden, the independent are coming with full slates now. So that is totally changing the feel and the grounds for election day. And the people are tired. The people are complaining every day. They're not being listened to. Their issues are not being addressed. Cost of living is going up. Diesel is going up. Health is costing much more. There's so much issues happening all over the country, and I think that because of all those issues is the reason this is happening. People are getting tired. Remember, people will take as much as they can up to a certain point, and then they're gonna decide to make a change. And I think we're getting really close to that change.
If you run, which is the color that you have you selected the last time?
The last one I run was like a orange color. Orange color, which is the Belize Justice Movement. My original color is aqua blue, like the sea that I run previously to that. So we have a lot of decisions to make as
you
well.
Need to
yes.
You will need to decide on that. You need to form election and boundaries, because with so many people running, I can only imagine election day, those booths, a lot of colors.
Yes, because if you remember, I think
colors.
I think Tino had a name for his movement, then he had to change it because there was a similar one. So I'm in close contact, especially with the independent candidate, which is Celestino and Mr. Lito. Apart from everything, Mr. Aiden, I'm happy to say here publicly that I speak a lot with the other independent candidates.
Well,
and
let me tell you something that about San Pedro and going to the polls. From when I've started watching politics to today, San Pedro goes, votes, ballots are counted, those who are elected are congratulated, and the others, there's a parade for those who win, and that's it.
But it's always been peaceful too.
Exactly. And it is the most transparent way of electing our local municipality, and even in general elections. Yes, during the course of the day, there's a mad rush to bring in the voters, those who support you. You bring them in for them to vote. You greet them. There is an area where you can greet them in. They walk in, they vote. They are by themselves on the voting booth. And who counts it? Those manning the election are the ones who officially count the ballots. But all eyes are from representatives from the different candidates inside the counting room. It's difficult. It's very difficult to say, the election was rigged. I can't see how. What I can see, though, is that in Belize, in certain constituencies, and who knows what will happen next year, close elections, are a nail biter. Close election means, and I always remember this, going into training to be a counting agent. They always tell you, if that box you won or you lost it by a small margin, no hurry, go sign and say you agree with it. wait until the other boxes, because if you ask for a recount, you need to not have signed that official document that you agree with the results. So there's a lot of, I think the last election there were about 16, 17 voting booths. There were that amount of boxes, of ballot boxes to be counted. But because the past elections you've seen a tendency for one party, as they finish, where should I sign? Sign it and you walk out, it's done. But in voting rooms where the ballot is closed, you might want to ask for a recount.
Yes, definitely.
And the fight for those challenged ballots. I mean, it's interesting, you know.
Yeah, so it's not only about being there counting, but not agreeing with something is part of your job.
This process right now, you know, July and August, when the month of July almost gone, the transfer of electors, those who are transferring their votes to San Pedro town, I always tell candidates, have to have eyes in there, because there's always going to be one or two persons who will try to cause mischief by bringing people from other parts of the country to register here to vote. Maybe the family members will live the Cayo and they say, you know what, my cousin they run, I'm going to go vote at San Pedro, but you don't live here.
Correct.
You shouldn't be allowed to transfer your vote if you don't live here. So that's a process that has to be watched very carefully. If you don't have eyes at election and boundaries and seeing what is transpiring, and come the 10th of September when that list goes in front of the court to be approved in front of the judge or the magistrate, and once she signs the list is approved, you could jump as high as you want, and that person will be able to vote. Right now is the time where election and boundaries is conducting that exercise, which happens once a year for 2 months. July and August. I don't know if the candidates have their scrutineers in there, if they have their people in there.
I have seen some people there. I was there a couple of weeks ago, getting some information. I did see people that normally work for the counting. I did see some people that were sitting there, and as people came in, they were there to ensure that the people live here. They've been living here, and I think this is, up to what I remember, I think this is the first time I've seen people there at elections and boundaries.
But no, man, that happens every July and August before the election.
Okay.
What? Sometimes you get crowded too, last minute rush. You wait the last week of August and you'll see the hustle and bustle in that office there. The mad rush to bring in those who have not transferred as yet. So that's a message you had to bring this morning, Abner.
Definitely.
Reach out to people who live here and decide every election to jump on a boat and go to the mainland and go vote somewhere else. Live here. You contribute here. You work here. Your friends are here. You know what is happening here.
The situation here on our island.
Vote here. You don't know what happened on the mainland.
Correctly. I think you said it right, Mr. Aiden. In the community of San Pedro, people that are living here, that are working, I strongly believe that the people that are here are the ones that are supposed to make the decision on who they want to elect to represent them as the mayor or councillor, as a councillor. So we strongly urge the people that are living here, working here, to register, of course, July and August, if they want to transfer their vote, but to vote here, because they are the ones that know the situation, the hardships, and everything that we have to go through. And I'm happy that it's being done a bit different when it comes to the transfer of voters. I've been to the office and they were talking about what are the requirements for you to be able to vote here. So definitely reaching out to all the community here in San Pedro. People are here to vote here because you guys live here, and anything that happens here in San Pedro will affect us here.
Yeah. New voters. There are a lot of people who don't even bother to go register. those are the individuals as well that you need to encourage. People like the Moose, who's a Canadian. All you have to do is go look for him, get him to bring his passport, and you take him to Election and Boundaries, and he'll be able to register. He falls under the umbrella of the Commonwealth and has been living here for so many years without going out of the island. I think the requirement is 6 months. So that's another person that needs to register and vote. He lives here. He calls every now and then on the show. He complain about this. Then say that if you don't vote, you can't complain.
Correct. Yeah, but rightly said, I think the number of young voters in the past election was really, really low. I was talking to someone there at Boundary and said, our younger voters are not voting. So we need to concentrate on convincing them and informing them why they should vote. It's like how I said, vote or not vote, whatever happens here, everybody will have to pay the consequences, right? It's not like if I didn't vote, it won't affect me. So definitely reaching out to all the young voters to go, if they have never registered, to of course register, and get more informed, ask questions, and make your own decision. We don't vote for family. We vote for who you think is the right person that can lead San Pedro to make things better here. Not because I'm PUP or my family is PUP or UDP will vote the same way. I think we need to think very differently. We can think for ourselves and see the reality we're facing. So definitely reaching out to the young voters.
Very good. We are 2 minutes away from the 8 o'clock hour done.
Wow, time went fast.
Yeah, you know who's calling right now, right? Who has decided to give...
The Moose guy?
Who has decided to
last
call?
Well, Tommy's got 2 minutes, but you mentioned his name.
No, he's gonna go up until 8:15, and we have ordered.
I'm sure he made me sent me a message.
We've ordered the tacos already, so
Yes.
that by the time he finishes talking, it will be 8:15, 8:30. Abner, I'll give you the opportunity to say a few closing.
You guys
remarks.
have this letter. Do you want to do this letter or?
No, that letter was sent by Abner, and that's
from the ministry.
That's
Is
the
that
Attorney
right?
General's ministry, the one that says about the vitals.
Yes, it was from the Ministry of Health. Yeah, just informing people that you can now register your son, daughter at KHMH.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I know vital statistics was there at KHMH. I don't know if the service stopped. Or
I think it had stopped and they were restarting it again.
they're restarting, because I know that they have it at the major hospitals,
Yeah.
Even the one at the Northern Regional Hospital,
Oh,
they
wow.
have vital statistics office there.
Oh, I didn't know about that until I saw the press release. So I think it's something good. It avoids wasting a lot of time, a lot of money traveling and everything.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I think it's a good thing that the Ministry of Health are doing, bringing back that service to the KHMH.
Very good.
For people that go to Belize City to have their babies, just remember that you can actually register your son, daughter there at the KHMH. You don't need to go anywhere, and whilst you're there, you can do it once you have all the requirements that you need. Well, I would like to say thank you very much to Reef TV, Mr. Aiden, Dan, and everyone here for always having this space available for us. And looking forward to working with our community, improving all the services here in our community, working with everyone, and of course, recommending, inviting everyone to get informed about the next municipal elections coming. Reach out to all the people, the candidates, ask questions, and let this be a very transparent elections. And at the end of the day, it's the people that will decide who they want them to represent. And I've heard you say this, and I'm gonna steal it from you, Aiden. The election is won in election day.
That's for sure. That is for sure. Abner, we want to thank you for being with us. We want to thank you for joining us, and I know that that you will be joining us later on as we get closer to the election. I know you will want to reach out to as many people as possible. We want to wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much, Mr. Aiden.
Dan, any other announcements? We're clear? We're good?
We're good.
All right. Thank you much to our viewers, our listeners. We take this opportunity to invite you for tomorrow's edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Until then, you do take care.
San Pedro Truck Service. You call, we deliver. Of all necessities, water is of the most importance. And we all know living in the remote areas of the island requires special attention. Let the professionals at San Pedro Truck Service assist you. Their services include delivery of water for construction use, as well as potable drinking water, yard cleaning and clearing, freight service, professional septic cleaning. San Pedro Truck Service. Telephone 630-2940. Email cesarsurfa26@gmail.com. Like us on Facebook. San Pedro Truck Service. You call, we deliver.